All right, everybody. It's Tony back again with a little different video for you here today. I'm going to call this a port work reveal for a viewer. Uh, Son of a Birch Tree Service was asking to see the port work that was done to my 036. So, quick disclaimer, try to take it easy on me here, guys. Uh, this was literally the second saw I ever ported, so you could say maybe we could show some things in here maybe you shouldn't do, but we'll see. We'll see if Mr. Fabs takes the cake on this one. It's always easy to bash somebody's bad work instead of maybe offering advice on how to improve. But if anybody else wants to share the first or second saw they ported, feel free. So that's what the exhaust is looking like. It got widened a little bit. As you can see there, I didn't even polish it. So I know there's a lot of debate to polish or not, but that was run on that Husqvarna XP. You can see there's no carbon. It's not really building up on that port. So um, got the classic hogged out lowers. I can't say it's really my style anymore. I generally just do more of a blending instead of hogging it out, but that's just my 2 cents. And then, like I said, I did raise those uppers a little bit, but that was all done with straight tooling and a Dremel. I came in through the exhaust port, with the long shank bit, and yeah, that's what I did. So this was built on my kitchen table in my apartment with a Dremel. So take some of that with a grain of salt. Then definitely didn't do a great job on this intake port. There's some shabby chamfer work there. Definitely room for improvement, and definitely looks a lot smoother than it is. But I don't do my intakes like that. I did this one with the sandpaper bit on the Dremel, so it's got a little bit of texture to it, but um, generally I just leave them burr finished. So I'm definitely gonna texture that intake more, redo the chamfer, and then I'm gonna have to double check um, where my ring locator pin's coming in on the intake side. So you could consider this something maybe not to do. I'm not sure if it's just the bad chamfer, if I went a little too wide on the intake port, but um, see that scuffing going on there. So I'm gonna try and clean it up a little bit, but in a way, you did me a favor because I don't know, probably would have just kept running this saw, but for as long as I've had this saw, I don't know, this thing's been wearing like iron. There's still machine marks on that piston, but you know what I mean. Everybody starts somewhere, so um, like I said, this was literally the second one I ever did. So there's some nicer work on some of my later videos of the 036 Pro, but I mean that's what was in that saw from the last video. But we're gonna get to the port timing numbers here. So that one's got a 101 exhaust, 120 transfer. Intake opens at 78 and a half, and it's only got 28,000 squish. Uh, I didn't have delays when I did it, or I probably would have brought it down closer to 20. But like I said, for what it is, it runs okay. And then, cause I watch Mr. Walker's videos, and he was talking, how some guys just do call out the port number instead of the total port duration. So I went and mapped it out here on this generic timing wheel. I just print them off the internet. So I don't know if Mr. Walker wants to chime in there. You know, he's definitely one of the respected guys out here. I've been watching him for years. But then, I didn't do nothing special on the muffler. It's just got an open outlet, and I did match it to the exhaust port. But like I said, sort of put myself out there a little bit. See who decides to roast me or not. But like I said, maybe take bits and pieces of that. I'm gonna share. I'll share what I end up trying to do to save some of my shabby work there. But like I said, everybody starts somewhere, and yeah, you know what I mean. Feel free. If anybody else wants to, we'll call it community build style, wants to try and help out Mr. Birch, um, you're not really gonna hurt my feelings a little, or hurt my feelings. I've been roasted in the groups plenty of times, but like I said, guys are quick to roast, but not quick to give advice. So probably just call that a video there. The next teardown I'm going to do is for Mr. Rods and Reel. I'm going to show what I did to that V Modus. Definitely nicer work than what went on there, but like I said, everybody starts somewhere. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more.